All right, guys, I am back. Like I promised, I'm gonna be more consistent, so here I am. All right, so this is my client. She came in for a retwist today. And yeah, so I'm just gonna basically show you guys how I use the frizz to my advantage when retwisting frizzy hair. And I'm gonna show you this by doing some locksmithing. All right, so basically I'm just going ahead and cleaning up her parts, combing everything together. Yep, so just cleaning everything up, getting everything in the kitchen. Yep, all right, so here we go. All right, so first I do a comb twist at the roots. So I just basically grab it with the comb, twist it as if you were doing like a comb coil. And then with the loose hair, the frizz, I push with my thumb and then pull it back with my fingers, with the rest of my fingers. So you're pushing with the thumb and then pulling back with the my other four fingers, and then clipping it in place. And here, this one is going to be a little bit slower, so you can really see how I'm pushing and pulling. And of course, I gotta clean up the parts. So again, the comb twist. So you're grabbing it with the comb and coiling it. So you're twisting, twisting, and then with that loose here, push with the thumb, pull back. So it's pushing forward, pulling back, and you're gonna do this until all the frizz is gone. And you're gonna kind of go in an up and down motion to kind of create an overlap, which will hold all the frizz in place. If you're just going in one direction, it's not going to hold as good as if you're going back and forth to kind of create an overlap. So that's the gem for this video. When you're locksmithing, you don't go just straight down and that's it. You kind of go up or you go down, and then with the little bit of frizz that's left, you come back up to kind of create an overlap as if you would when you're wrapping the hair. So you can push and pull. So it's push and pull, up, down, crisscross. And again, push, pull. And if you notice, my hands are kind of going up and down. I'm kind of directing the motion with my thumb. All right. So we're just going to speed it up here a bit. And then when I get to the next row, we're going to slow it down. And generally with all the loose hair that she have in the back, I should technically be crocheting that so it will stay in, but she only came in for a retwist today, so I just did what she came in for because we were on a time crunch in a sense. So I just did that. Somewhere along the line I will show you guys me crocheting the back, maybe with her or with another client. So that's the first row, and your pinning is key, so you want to pin it in place tightly until it's fully dry. So that's me doing another row. So just basically take notes here. And again, for best results when locksmithing, you want to make sure that the hair is somewhat dry, not completely dry, but not dripping wet. So you want to, I guess, damp is what you want. So if you just wash the client's head, you want to make sure it's towel dry or even air dry to some extent. So yeah, so dry out most of the water just so you have it damp, because if when it's damped, the product holds better versus when it's soaking wet, everything is melting. So even when you're pushing and pulling, it's still not holding because the product is dissolving from all that water. Might not make sense now, but when you go to try it, you'll be able to tell the difference. Again, comb twist at the roots, push and pull motion. And I'm not twisting. If you notice, I'm not locksmithing all the way down to the ends because she does want to keep her curly ends. So the goal is to keep her curly ends whenever she do have time. Sometimes she comb them out and keep them curly, but I don't go all the way down to the ends because she want to keep them curly. All right, so this is her after she's been fully dry. She's probably been under the dryer for about 45 minutes or more. That's the one thing I do take pride in. I try to encourage my clients to make sure that their hair is fully dry because that's the key to a long lasting retwist. And of course, that's her giving me my money. But yeah. So definitely, if you're someone who's doing people's hair or wanting to do people's hair, or if you just want to do your own locks, getting a good dry before taking out them clips is what's going to really give you that long lasting retwist. If it's not fully dry, if you just go about your business with it damped, it's not going to last. I promise you that. And of course, I'm giving her a nice little spray up with some oil, um, nice and shine. The oil also helps with, sometimes I notice if I do like edge control around the edges, that can leave a white cast. Spraying a little of this oil on there completely takes it away. So yeah. So what I do is I usually either use, most of the times I use just the gel that I use to twist to lay the edges down. Then I put some mousse over top of it, then tie it down with the Sanic strip. And yeah, that's what the end results are.